All right. I'm doing the preview first. I'm doing the power rankings after. I have some work to do on the power rankings board between the rankings themselves and just getting it all straightened out. I only do the update of the NHL power rankings from 1 through 31 once a week now. So I do it on Saturday night. The divisions I update during the week, so I make sure I'm putting them in the right order from 1 through 31 according to the divisions, but it gets dicey from there. So I have some work to do with that. I wanted to get this posted first, and by the time people are done watching the review and the preview, hopefully power rankings are going live. So we have 8 games tomorrow in the National Hockey League, starting with at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. The Buffalo Sabres and New Jersey Devils again. Buffalo now 4-3-2, New Jersey 3-3-2. I thought I'd look at special teams. It's not been special for New Jersey. They have a 13% power play, 70% penalty kill for a total of 83%, which of course you're looking for 100 as your minimum. And for Buffalo, power play 28.6%, penalty kill 80%. Very good on the power play and passable on the penalty kill. Starting at 5 o'clock Eastern, so 4 hours later, we have 2 other games, which are Carolina at home against Dallas. Of course, Dallas gets absolutely annihilated by Carolina today, 4-1. And both teams are 4-1, so tomorrow's an important game for Dallas to turn this around. Dallas's power play is clicking at 44%, whereas Carolina's is at 28.6%. So both of them very good on the power play. Penalty kill, Dallas has took a dive today down to 79.2%. Carolina's at 88.9%. Overall, the special teams battle, we'll see how this turns out tomorrow. We'll see if Dallas, I mean, their power play is not going to stay at 44%. That's not going to happen. There's just not going to happen. They can't play Nashville every night, so yeah, it's going to drop precipitously. If it's like last year, it'll go ice cold and it'll be red hot and ice cold. It's strange that way. So also at 5 o'clock Eastern, Florida 4-0-1 in against Detroit, and of course Florida won that one in overtime tonight. So Florida's now 4-0-1, and Detroit's 2-5-2, and the records would tell you Detroit's had a poor start, and Florida's been really good. Reality is, Florida's been pretty good. Detroit's been better than the record, but yeah. Power plays, 33.3% for Florida, no surprise there. Detroit struggling, 12.9%, not really a surprise there either. Penalty kill, 77.8% for Florida, 67.9% for Detroit. They need to turn those numbers around. Their 5-on-5 play's been okay. They need to work on those special teams. And then we get into 2 games starting at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. The 3-4-1 New York Islanders in against the 6-2-1 Philadelphia Flyers. And the Islanders right now, when I'm looking at that board, is a nightmare trying to figure out exactly where I think that the Islanders belong. Because 3-4-1 is not a good record. But I think they've been better than that record, but still. 15.6% on the power play, 78.3% on the penalty kill. Philadelphia, 25.9% power play, 74.2% on the penalty kill. So the overall numbers do favor Philadelphia that way, and they won tonight in overtime. So we'll see what happens. And then also at 7 o'clock Eastern, the rematch between Columbus and Chicago. Of course, Columbus won the first one. We'll see how this one goes. 4-2-3 Columbus is first in the division. If they could go to 5-2-3, we've really got something going on there. And of course, Chicago 2-4-3, trying to get the record a little more respectable. Special teams, the power play has struggled for Columbus, which is why they've added Laine. 12.5%, 85% on the penalty kill. On the Chicago side, 35.7% on the power play. Tremendous numbers. 77.1% on the penalty kill for Chicago. So special teams favor Chicago a bit, but we'll see how things turn out tomorrow. And it is a small sample size, right? 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. We got 2 games starting then, so they're nicely spread out tomorrow. I like this kind of setup, although it does mean majority of my day is spent with just the hockey, right? So if I have to do news videos, things go on. If there was a trade or something, I have to kind of squash it in between during intermissions. So Colorado 6-3 with a vengeance in against the now 5-4 Minnesota Wild, who have to feel like, okay, we can't let this become a thing. We can't let this become a trend. 31% on the power play, 31.1 actually for Colorado, 90.9% on the penalty kill. Their special teams are fantastic. Whereas on the Minnesota side, their power play is clicking at 5.6%. Their penalty kill, 83.8%. That power play's got to come around. The fact that Fiala is serving the second of a 3-game suspension tomorrow, that doesn't help. Also at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Yes, Anaheim fans, you have to see St. Louis again. St. Louis now 5-2-1. Anaheim 3-4-2. So they've won 3 and lost 6. But again, this is how the things work. 3-4-2. 12% on the power play for St. Louis. And as bad as that looks, Anaheim's clicking at 4.8%. So St. Louis's power play is getting better, and it will. It'll be around 20% soon. 71.8% on the penalty kill for St. Louis, as opposed to 86.2% for Anaheim. Remember, this includes for St. Louis that awful game against Colorado where they scored about 50 goals on the power play. It's going to make that penalty kill look bad for the first while here. It has improved a lot to get to 71.8%. Then the last game of the night, starting at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, the suddenly resurgent Oilers, 4-6. Again, I think they're better than the record. At home against the Ottawa Senators, who are 1-6-1. Power plays, Ottawa's has started to fall again. They're down to 11.8%. Their penalty kill, 75.8%. The Oilers, 21.6% on the power play. It's come down from the gaudy numbers it had last year so far. And 71% on the penalty kill. You get the feeling that that penalty kill should be able to go up. And that power play number likely goes up as these teams heat up. And McDavid just remembers, right, I'm Connor McDavid, and we're the Oilers, and we're going to do this. So there you go. Let me know your winners in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. And it's not deja vu. These teams, most of these are back-to-backs. And I think it makes the hockey more enjoyable, but it does mean a lot of 3-point games. We're going to see a lot of them this year. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again. Oh, and I'm wearing my Ryan Miller jersey because of tonight's game against St. Louis. And yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll wear the Ryan Miller, and sure, I'll wear Ducks. They'll probably lose to St. Louis, but I'll wear Ducks. All right, thanks again. I will talk to you guys soon.